You set the alarm for an ambitious time. It goes off, and your brain immediately negotiates for 5 more minutes. You hit snooze, and those 5 minutes easily stretch into 2 hours. You wake up feeling guilty, wondering why you can't push through. The reality is, your failure to get up early is a symptom of relying on raw motivation. Motivation fades. What actually works is building a friction-proof system. By following a strict 6-step framework, you can bypass that early morning internal negotiation. This protocol provides the structure needed to get out of bed at 4:30 a.m. consistently, allowing your internal clock to adapt to the new schedule over time. Implementing this system takes the heavy lifting off your willpower. It replaces the daily guilt of oversleeping with a mechanical routine that gets you up and working. Step 1 starts with your physical setup. Break the physical loop of hitting the snooze button. That means moving your alarm out of arm's reach, so you are forced to walk across the room to turn it off. Next, upgrade the alarm itself. Standard abrasive beeps only annoy you. Set your alarm tone to a specific motivational quote or a piece of audio that forces your brain to process language. Hearing words spoken aloud engages your mind and jolts you out of a sleep state. Step 2 requires rewinding the clock. A successful morning is decided exactly 30 minutes before you go to sleep the night before. During this window, you need to dim the lights in your room and completely eliminate digital screens. Take out a pen and write down exactly what you plan to do the moment you wake up. If you ended up going to sleep late, keep the 4:30 a.m. alarm set anyway. You will feel temporary fatigue, but pushing through that discomfort forces your body's circadian rhythm to recalibrate and adjust within 2 to 3 days. Forcing yourself to walk to the alarm and having a pre-written schedule removes all complex choices. Your groggy morning brain doesn't have to think, it only has to execute. Step 3 is the 10-minute formula. When that alarm sounds, ban yourself from checking your phone. Scrolling keeps you lying in bed. This diagram shows the specific sequence you need to execute instead. Drink a glass of water immediately, turn on the bright lights, and engage in rapid physical movement, like jumping jacks or pacing the room. This exact routine bypasses sleep inertia. The hydration, light exposure, and elevated heart rate shock your nervous system, forcing a rapid biological shift from dormant to highly alert. But biological alertness is fragile. Step 4 addresses the mental side. If your brain lacks a psychological anchor, a clear reason why you are awake, it will easily convince you to crawl back under the covers. You need a strong anchor selected the night before. This should be a specific, high-value task, like a dedicated workout block, reading, or uninterrupted time focused on a personal project. When you have a pre-decided anchor, your subconscious is already prepared for the task. It removes the empty space where your mind usually rationalizes going back to sleep. Combine a biological shock to your nervous system with a concrete psychological target, and you generate immediate forward momentum that makes returning to bed harder than staying up. Step 5 manages the statistical reality that eventually you will fail and sleep in. When that happens, the goal is to manage the psychological fallout and prevent total habit collapse. To break the cycle of guilt, implement the never miss twice rule. A single failure is just a data point, but consecutive failures overwrite your behavioral patterns and establish a new standard. Stopping the failure at one day protects the baseline. Commit to this strict bounce-back cycle for 20 to 25 days. That is the necessary window to solidify the neural pathways and waking up early automatic. Step 6 ensures long-term reinforcement through a dedicated morning reward. Pair the initial discomfort of waking early with a highly anticipated premium experience. Whether it's an elite cup of coffee, watching the sunrise, or listening to specific music, you are reprogramming your brain's association with the alarm clock. This shift in routine trains the brain to associate the 4:30 a.m. start with these positive morning experiences, making the habit sustainable long-term. As a final bonus step, optimize your resting environment. Prioritize sleep quality over duration by engineered constraints. Keep the room cool and ensure total pitch-black darkness. Right before you fall asleep, use a brief mental visualization. Tell your brain you have already woken up and succeeded. Operating from that mindset cues your brain to respond faster when the alarm actually rings. By setting up your physical environment to force movement, shocking your biology, and installing psychological fail-safes for when you slip up, you have a complete framework. Those quiet, early hours provide uninterrupted focus. They allow you to execute on your personal ambitions, while your competition is quite literally unconscious. So make the commitment tonight. Leave a comment below saying you're joining the tomorrow 4:30 a.m. club.